Alright, so this is the incubator. I've had it running for about maybe 10 minutes now or so. I have it with the styrofoam here, the styrofoam packaging. So this is the second incubator I've owned, but the first one that the styrofoam actually fits over it as designed. You're supposed to use the styrofoam if it is 65 degrees or lower in the surrounding temperatures. Not inside here, but surrounding. I'm just going to run through a bunch of these features. So this is for the egg candling. You hold this down for 3 seconds and then the light comes on. I've found that it only works with white eggs. It does not work with lightly brown eggs, with green eggs, dark brown eggs. Doesn't work with any of them. I did find success with a flashlight, better success than with this, so I find this completely useless unless you are doing white eggs only. You are able to add water without opening this, which is really important to me. They recommend a Coke bottle, and I do find that works well. Once it's reached a certain level of water in here, then the water stops flowing in here, so you can just check the water here. I find that really helpful because the other incubator that I have, it does not have this. You just have to open it and manually add the water. So you want to open this as little as possible. It does not have a humidity sensor, and that is a major disappointment for me. You can see that there is some humidity building up here, some condensation on the side here and over here. I am a little bit worried that the humidity will get too high in here for the eggs, but since I haven't actually tested that yet, like the actual levels, and I haven't hatched eggs in here yet, currently that's just a concern. You're able to switch between 2 different temperatures here, but they're kind of the same. One's supposed to be for incubating and one for hatching, but honestly it's easiest to just adjust this up and down. Let's see if it'll show me. Yeah, adjusting it like that. So, I don't know, for me it's just, I would adjust it that way. So, it does move this automatically. I have a fake plastic egg in there right now just for scale, and it has more of these that you can put in to change that. And let's see if I can open it up here. So it's got this little thing here, this plastic thing. It fits in to this slot, and that's what turns the eggs. So that's how that works. I've been watching it to see it move, but it only moves, I think, once every 2 hours, so that's not super helpful. I like how you can keep the spray bottle here all included with it. It's hard to put this back on with one hand, but if you are in a colder temperature, then you can put this on and the spray bottle stays warm with it, which is really important. So all in all, my only real disappointment with this is that there's no measurement of the humidity and there's no adjusting of the humidity. I've heard that's really important with duck eggs. It might not be as important with chicken eggs, but regardless, I am very hopeful. This has a lot of features that my other one does not have that I think will improve my hatch rate. So far I am hopeful and excited about it.
So as you can tell, it's a little loud after its first successful incubation. The fan is loud, and I can hear, I think, the heater turning on. It doesn't inspire a lot of confidence. It fits my neighbor's smaller eggs pretty well, but it did not fit my eggs very well. I couldn't get, there's 16 of these in there. I don't think I could have gotten that many of mine in there because they're a little bigger. But it did successfully incubate all the chicks. I had one egg that didn't hatch because, I mean, I think it was a dud. And then one that was deformed and would not have hatched on its own. But the chicks seem healthy. I got a couple crooked toes and no spraddle legs. But you gotta be ready for this part, because this part was easy. I did have trouble with the humidity. I have a standard house. It's early fall. late fall, I don't know. But the I can't seem to keep it. I tend to get around 70% humidity, so I moved it in here. Well, because of them, and I think maybe one of the times I filled it up, it spilled over into here because it wasn't on a totally level surface. Now I'm able to keep it around 55. So previously having this all the way open and even this empty, that was what I had to do. But aim for the humidity you need, and that's seemed to work just fine. Except it's a little noisy. It might burn my house down. Let you know if that happens.